The Uber effect, how would the book be written?
It's really one of those yin and yang stories. Is Uber the great company of the next generation of society, not just tech, which is what many of its proponents would argue? Or is it indicative of a period where we've really gone haywire with our valuations and with our allowances for Silicon Valley to just do things it shouldn't have done? It's so complicated because we all benefit tremendously from Uber, and yet we might not want to own the stock.
The sell side talk in the book on Lyft and Uber have a 3-year glide path to some form of positive EBITDA, some form of positive free cash flow. Academics and guys like you are out much farther than that. Where are you when they tip and go cash positive?
I'm not really positive you're going to see cash positive.
Then how can they be valued?
Okay, here's the thing. You know, people say self-driving cars are going to be their panacea, right? Okay, I see raising prices is the only way. Self-driving cars are too far out for investors to reasonably believe that that's going to save this company from its massive, endless losses. In my opinion, the only way is raising prices. They do have loyal customers. They have a spectacular brand. That might be possible. But is this going to be the next Facebook? I do not think it's conceivable.
Right. Is it the next Amazon, David?
Well, that's what they say. I don't really see it that way either. I mean, it would be more like Amazon in terms of the potential profit level that they might get. But no, I don't. I think it's, you know, when I look at this IPO, in a way you could call it a strategic win for Lyft, because by going public earlier, even though they've screwed up and everybody says their stock has performed so poorly, you know, their biggest fear is that Uber will outwork them in the markets in the United States, and they couldn't have done anything more effectively to handicap Uber than to have performed so poorly in their own IPO.
Okay, how much more offerings can they make? They have Uber Eats. Are they going to go into other stuff successfully?
Well, they definitely are going to go into lots of other stuff. That's their primary promise. You're going to see them doing all kinds. They're going to throw a lot of things at the wall. But how many things can you transport and make margins that you would compare to Facebook? Nothing that I can see.
Tell me about the duopoly structure within your outlandish idea that the only way is to raise price. Within a duopoly, if they raise price, does the unit dynamics change, or are they literally a monopoly?
Well, they are a monopoly if you think of, you know, app-based transportation services and Lyft being the primary competitor. But let's not forget, from human transportation point of view, taxis still exist in a lot of cities. You know, Uber and Lyft took off partly because they were so much cheaper than taxis, in addition to being more convenient. The convenience factor is real and will remain. Uber is fantastic at software. That's one thing we should not forget. Uber's going to do great software. But is that enough? I'm not sure.